Welcome back, everyone. Anytime Square Enix announces a new game, we pay attention, especially when it happens during a Nintendo Direct, which just so happens to be the case for its live simulator RPG Harvestella. You begin your journey in the town of Lead, a small village where you can meet many different townsfolk and go about your everyday life. You will get to watch the seasons roll by peacefully. That is until Quietus rolls around, which is the season of death. And that's where your adventure truly begins, as you need to find a way to protect the town and save it from what could be a ghastly fate. The game will allow people to visit different places, build relationships with people, farm, and tend to animals. The Switch product page for Harvestella is already active. It notes that it takes place following a calamity. As such, there will be a Quietus season of death when a season ends. During that phase, nobody can go anywhere and everything withers. The official page also confirmed folks can visit the holy capital Archie, Lead Village, Nemia Town, and seaside town Shanama. Here is a rundown on this game's story. Harvestella takes place on a planet where 4 giant crystals, known as the Sea Slide, govern the seasons. All life receives their blessings. One day, the Sea Slides start behaving abnormally. Quietus begins to visit in the interim between seasons and quickly establishes itself as the season of death. The Sea Slide glow with a strange light, emitting a dust formed of light that threatens all it touches. Crops die, and people are trapped inside. During one particular Quietus, your character, a traveler, collapses in an isolated village. You meet a girl called Ariel, who claims to have come from the future and is researching the mysteries of this new, unwelcome season. Thus you and she take the first step on a journey that will reveal the very truth of the world. As you live your life in this troubled world, you'll interact with some fascinating people. Let's meet a few. You have the protagonist, who is your character and known to be called a traveler, based off of your occupation. This is who you control and choose your gender and appearance at the start of the game. You were saved by the village doctor after collapsing during Quietus and have lived near the village ever since. Next is Ariel. She is considered to be the local scientist around town. This girl who has traveled to the past due to some kind of accident. She ends up living in your home while she searches for a way to return to her own time and delves into the mysteries of Quietus. Next is Ariel. He is a part of the Argus Brigade. This young man lives in a town near the Spring Sea Slide. He grew up in the town orphanage and now is part of the Argus Brigade. Thanks to his straightforward and honest personality, the townspeople place their trust in him. Next, we have Shrika. She is a missionary. Shrika is a missionary of the Sea Slide Order, as the name implies. They worship the Sea Slides. She fights with blades of light that fly through the air and travels from place to place, resolving various incidents. Some of the main activities you will spend your time doing is maintaining your daily life. For example, farming. You can grow vegetables, grains, and fruit in your fields. Your specific options will largely depend on the season. Once you've harvested your crops, you use the shipping box to send them off and earn money. Alternatively, you could keep a few to use as ingredients in cooking. At home, you can craft and cook to help you on your adventures. The food you cook can give you lots of benefits, including restoring HP. Some recipes even grant you status boosts. Plus, they look delicious. You can also craft items that will help you when exploring the dangerous dungeons. And of course, you will be socializing. It's fun to live your best life on your own, but everyone benefits from a few friends. You can earn useful rewards by clearing quests given to you by townsfolk, including money and items. As you complete character stories, you'll become closer to residents of the town. In the overworld, you'll find numerous towns and dungeons, which all vibrantly depict the 4 seasons. You'll meet fascinating new characters in towns and fearsome enemies in dungeons. You can explore more than the land, get your hands on a submarine, and you can explore some parts of the ocean. What secrets lie within the waters? The game features concept art by Isamu Kaneko Kurio, who previously worked on Final Fantasy XII, and music by Go Shida. who previously worked on the Tales series. Now let's speak on the combat mechanics. Parts of Harvestella's world are dangerous, full of monsters who want nothing more than to give you an early retirement. You and your party can overcome battles by using joint attacks and switching instantly between a wide variety of different jobs. Hit an enemy's weakness and you'll do massive damage. You'll have access to a wide variety of jobs. These determine what actions are available to you in battle. Each job has a unique weapon and characteristic skills. For example, the fighter is a physical attacker who can unleash swift sword techniques. The job lets you handle multiple enemies at once by using both single target and ranged attack skills. The Shadow Walker job lets you deal mortal damage with twin blades. What's more, you can enhance your own attacks and deal impressive amounts of damage with hard-hitting skills. Do you prefer to keep your distance? The Mage job specializes in long-range magical attacks. Because mages can utilize multiple elements, they are able to deal huge amounts of damage by skillfully targeting enemy weaknesses. Those are just 3 of the jobs you'll be able to use in Harvestella, but of course, there are a lot more. But we don't want to ruin all the surprises here, so we'll let you discover some of them yourselves when the game comes out. The game is currently available for digital pre-order via Steam, with Switch pre-orders via Nintendo Page. A physical edition will also be released for Nintendo's console. Harvestella releases for Nintendo Switch and Steam on November 4, 2022. That's all we have currently, and we'll provide more about the game in the coming months as we get closer to the release date. Meanwhile, make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with today's gaming news. I am Duffy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Duffy out.